UFC all-time great Daniel Cormier says that if he was in charge of the UFC, he would let Jon Jones fight at the White House. I'm surprised. This is coming from one of Jon Jones' number one enemies, okay? This guy does not like Jon Jones, and yet he would let Jon Jones fight. And it's for a good reason. It's the White House card, and the UFC needs some really good American UFC fighters to fight. Jon Jones is one of them, if not the best one ever. The best American UFC fighter to ever step foot in the cage. The best UFC fighter to ever step foot in the cage, because Jon Jones is still arguably the GOAT. And I'm surprised DC said this, and I think this kind of also alters my opinion on the Jon Jones, on the potential for Jon Jones fighting at the White House. I said previously that I don't want to see Jon Jones fight at the White House. I still kind of stand by that. Although now I would say that I'm not going to be upset if I see Jon Jones fight at the White House card, because I do understand the reasoning for it. Like I just said, the UFC needs some really good American fighters for the card because it's at the White House, and the UFC is kind of short on, American contenders and champs at the moment. So, like the UFC is going to need all the really good American fighters that it can get. So, letting Jon Jones fight, it now has an advantageous side to it, and I see Daniel Cormier at least sees it, and I'm wondering if Dana White is going to see it. Only time will tell. Again, I'm still opposed to Jon Jones being allowed to fight at the White House card, but DC has now altered my take on that a little bit, and now I'm willing to say that I'm not going to be upset about Jon Jones fighting at the White House card. Before, I would have said, yes, I'm going to be mad about it. But now I understand why Jon Jones would have to fight at the White House card. Overall, let me know what you think about this.